back to another week of Techy Tuesday. Today we're going to be doing something brand new, and we are going to be in person in our Keller Williams Heritage Studio. We're going to talk about these big lights with these boxes sitting on top. These are called shadow boxes, and the purpose of them is so that we can dampen the light on the actual subject so that there is plenty of nice even lighting, but it's not going to look like a spotlight on the person sitting in that chair. So you can see this little fabric box goes all the way around the actual light. Now it'll always be like this. You shouldn't ever have to put this cover on the light. They should already come connected like that and fully built for you. Example, you can see this one here that's been dismantled, but it is a fully connected piece, so you shouldn't ever have to worry about doing anything with this actual shadow box here. Now, if we want to turn these on, there are two possible ways. The first is on some of them on the back, you are going to see this little control panel, and we can flip these two switches right here. And now our light is on, and if we flip them down, our light is off. That should be the only thing on that control panel you need to mess with. Now, please make sure it is plugged in fully before you start this process, or else it is not going to work. If your light is stationed too high, I cannot reach those buttons up there. We can use this tripod to lower the light so that we can actually reach that control panel. So at various places on the tripod, you are going to see these little intersections with knobs on them. If we spin one of those knobs, we are going to loosen it up, and this pole is going to be able to drop down so we can actually reach the top of our light. The second type of power source that we have for these lights is, instead of the control center being on the back, if you follow the power cord down, you are going to find the power switch somewhere along that power cord. To show you what this really looks like, I have turned off the lights in this studio, and now we're going to point just on our subject corner. And you can see that this corner is now lit up really, really nice, where I actually, if I had a person sitting there, they would be nice and lit up without too many shadows. And you can move these lights around to make sure the shadows aren't too cumbersome. And you can see what I mean by saying it is not a spotlight. It has spread that light out, so it is not one direct beam on your subject piece. It is throughout the entire space of where you are filming. Sometimes you may walk in and see one dismantled like this, where there is just a tripod and just the shadow box. So if we go and grab our box, you should see on the back a little hook like this. And we are going to take that, be gentle with this when you are moving it around, and we are going to place it on that screw on the tripod. We're going to turn this knob right here, tighten everything up, and then it'll sit the way we want it to. So we tightened that knob, and now that shadow box is sitting just right on that tripod. That's all I have for you this week, but keep tuning in as we share more tutorials of how to use our studio equipment.